It's Wednesday, the 18th of January 2023. A very good evening and warm welcome to Eswatini TV News at 8. I'm Lindokuhle Masugu, and standing with me tonight is Nomaqabiso Kambule. Here are tonight's headlines. Thousands of regiments came out in large numbers and withered Fabando Royal Field. The Minister of Education and Training, together with the Minister of Labour, has received Vocational Skills Certification Enhancement Project equipment donated by the government of the Republic of China on Taiwan. And broadcasters have the duty to educate and broadcast relevant material to the nation at all times. Well, let's get into the news in detail. Thousands of regiments came out in large numbers and withered Mfabando Royal Field. The massive turnout was a demonstration of respect and loyalty to their majesties. As the wedding of the Royal Fields gains momentum, His Majesty King Eswatini III has commissioned the regiments to proceed to other Royal Fields on Thursday.
The warriors came in their thousands to openly declare their unparalleled commitment for their king and their country. The outstanding spectacle that unfolded at Mfabando Royal Field was a loud statement of loyalty to His Majesty King Eswatini III, and that warriors will continue to turn a blind eye to external forces. If Wednesday's events are anything to go by, then it is overwhelmingly clear to all and sundry that Emaswati are holding dearly to their priceless treasure, and that they will guard it jealously, come what may. Yamaziane were part of the thousands of regiments who participated in the wedding of the gigantic field. The thousands of warriors marched from the royal field to Ngabezweni Royal Residence. At the royal residence, the regiments belted out Ligubu songs which communicated nation-building messages. His Majesty the King gave direction concerning Thursday. The message from His Majesty was relayed by Induna Finyeza Mnina, who also issued words of advice to the youth on behalf of His Majesty the King.
Lelive machaleli kakhulukathi nini labancane lethembenini na utawubuka lo kuhamba lokukhuluma kokolombo siyabona hawu sawududana umgotsi litawusala kini leyela tabe seleyele kini majaha majaha namuhla emabutho sekayehlukana ludzidzi luye ngonini ingabave enkempeni
At Ngabezweni Royal Residence, I'm Sandile Makanya for Eswatini TV.
The Prime Minister, Cleopas Dlamini, says government will continue to support the Royal Science and Technology Park on its mandate to promote science, technology and innovation in the country. The Prime Minister was speaking during his tour of the Biotechnology Park at Nogwane and the Royal Science and Technology Park at Potweni.
The Prime Minister Cleopas Dlamini has on Wednesday, the 18th of January 2023, toured the Royal Science and Technology Park in the Manzini region. The Prime Minister began his tour at the under-construction Nogwane site, where he assessed the construction progress. Upon completion, the Nogwane site will comprise of a biotechnology center, a business incubation facilities, a one-stop shop service center, as well as an agricultural-related research facility. The facility also houses the country's commercial court. His Excellency then proceeded to the Potweni site, where he appreciated some of the facilities, which includes of a national data center, the Advanced School of IT, and the National Contact Center. He also had the opportunity to interact with some of the innovators currently housed at the incubation center. The Prime Minister was briefed on the operations of RSTP and the challenges faced by the facility as it carries out its mandate of promoting science, technology and innovation in Eswatini. The Prime Minister said that he learned a lot from today's tour. He said there is still obviously a lot that still needs to be done at the Nogwane site, as Eswatinis currently have the infrastructure but no investors on the special economic zone. At the Potweni site, he said there is still a lot of infrastructure that is currently being underutilized, either because of its massive size or because people do not know about it, or because there is lack of capacity from the nation to utilize it. The Prime Minister also urged the business community to have an interaction with RSTP to advance the use of technology in the country. He further pledged government support to RSTP where possible within the limited resources available. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, I'm Kian Msibi, Mbabane.
The Minister of Education and Training, Lady Howard, together with the Minister of Labour, Philip Telezi, has received Vocational Skills Certification Enhancement Project equipment worth 5.2 million Malangeni that was donated by the Government of the Republic of China on Taiwan. The handover ceremony was also joined by the Minister of Tourism, Moses Vilagati.
Phase 2 of the Training and Vocational Skills Certification Enhancement Project that is funded by the Government of the Republic of China on Taiwan will focus on improving the electronic wiring course and also introduce a new course, which is the Hospitality and Tourism. 3 government ministers, which is the Minister of Education and Training, Lady Howard, Minister for Labour and Social Security, Philip Telezi, together with the Minister of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, Moses Vilagati, accepted equipment for the second phase, while the Minister of Education and Training said the Kingdom of Eswatini needs support in skills development.
It is only in recent times that the government of the Kingdom of Eswatini has taken keen interest in transforming the technical and vocational education and training, TVET, to reduce unemployment and enrich livelihoods. Availability of skilled workers contributes to higher and more sustainable growth and productive employment creation.
The Minister of Labour and Social Security, Philip Tshilezi, said these causes will address the issue of unemployment amongst the youth in the country.
Such initiatives are really for the good of the economy. We are facing high levels of unemployment. It is becoming evident that not all of us will have to be employed in the private sector and the public sector. We do need to have entrepreneurs who are self-grown, who have been capacitated with skills.
Taiwan Ambassador to Eswatini, Jeremy Liang, said skills development is key in the economic development.
At every stage, TVET has played an instrumental role in producing skilled personnel to help drive the economic development.
The second phase of the Vocational Skills Enhancement Certification Project will also include grade testing. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, I am Samkal Siwekoza Kumbuzo Dlamini Babane.
As parents continue to look for spaces in different schools for their children, there have been alarming accusations leveled against some of the schools to the extent that despite demanding 80% deposit, they are now selling spaces for learners. The Ministry of Education and Training Acting Principal Secretary Constance Vilagati says the ministry will investigate the accusations.
What we are hearing as the ministry is disturbing and illegal. The ministry will take action in order to put an end to it. However, we appeal to the nation to report such issues to regional education officers. The office of the REO has the power to investigate such allegations. The ministry can thereafter take it up. What is happening is totally against the ministry's policies. The ministry may include the Royal Eswatini Police Services for further investigations, as it is pure criminal.
Sesike saphinde sawukhuta lo mkhuba akusiko kuhle lokuthi bese labanye bantwana sebaya abasatholi indzawo.
On another note, the ministry continued to condemn instances where learners who got lower grades are not given spaces in schools. We call upon schools principals to adhere to all policies and guidelines of the Ministry of Education.
Broadcasters have the duty to educate and broadcast relevant material to the nation at all times. The Eswatini Communications Commission trained broadcasters on how best they can improve, and the training was held at Sibane Hotel in Eswatini.
The Eswatini Communications Commission held a training for broadcasters from the different media houses in the country on how best they can improve and align themselves with international standards of broadcasting. The training is part of many activities that the Commission is undertaking to increase access to quality and broadcasting. The CEO of SECOM, Mvilawempi Dlamini, says during the training, participants will be exposed to content that includes sessions on radio content production, radio presenting, and interviewing skills.
Sikhanzeke ukuthi ungathi kungasisita silive sithole bochwephesha bede batawusifundisela lama presenters ethu ikakhulu nje le issue le kuthiwa content.
The Eswatini Broadcasting and Information Services Director Sabelo Dlamini says broadcasters will benefit from the workshop and improve in the way they do broadcasting.
Kufuna sonke isikhathi sitinake tidzingo tebalaleli balemsakato yethu. Sikhanze umgcwala kakhulu lokho silithwele lithuba lokuthi sibatrain labasakati naye tinzatheli ngetindlela letingcono netesimanje manje tekukhicita tekwenda iproduction ngendlela letawumukeleke siveni.
Frank Makama from the Voice of the Church, a participant in the training, says this training is what they needed as broadcasters.
Kuyasijabulisa ukuthi sithole isikhathi esinjengale sikutolola emazembe ethu ukuze sitokwazi ukuthi sive lesithina semkhathi lesithina sisakada sisakadele sidinga ini.
The training will go until Friday this week. Reporting, I am Kian Msibi with Vuminkosi Nzinisa at the Sibane Hotel Ezulwini.
Deceased Maiwan, a member of parliament, Kina Shebeleza Dlamini, will be laid to rest this Saturday, January 21, 2023. The House of Assembly's Deputy Speaker, Madala Mhlanga, says a memorial service will be held on Friday.
The chairperson of the Parliamentary Service Board, parliamentarians, management and staff of the Parliamentary Service are deeply saddened by the sudden passing of Honorable Gcina Shebeleza Dlamini, the Maiwane Member of Parliament, in the early hours of Monday morning. We extend our heartfelt condolences to their Majesties, the government of the Kingdom of Eswatini, Maiwane Inkundla, and all Emaswati. May the Almighty God comfort his family, loved ones, and friends during this sad period. Funeral arrangements are as follows. There will be a memorial service at Maiwane Free Evangelical Church on Friday, the 20th of January, starting at 1 p.m. The Honorable MP will be laid to rest at his home at Maiwane early Saturday morning. May his soul rest in eternal peace.
A Ford Ranger collided with a Mazda sedan at the Mhlaleni Nhlangano Road on Wednesday afternoon, where one was confirmed dead on the scene. Chief Police Information and Communications Officer Superintendent Vile Vilagati says an unknown number of people were badly injured and were rushed to hospital.
We received a report of an accident that occurred around 1400 hours along MR9, which is a road between Nhlangano and Mhlaleni. Just around Ngwane Park, there is an accident that involves two motor vehicles, which is a Ford Ranger and a Nissan. We are yet to discover how many people were involved because they were rushed to hospital before our arrival. But what we found, there was one person who was lying dead, which we suspect he is dead already, but still to confirm with the doctors. And we are still going to find out how many people were involved in the total accident later on. Otherwise, we do hope they are going to recover.
The scuba divers section from the Royal Eswatini Police Service has seen a decrease in the number of drownings this summer season as compared to last summer season. The scuba divers were at Lupotlo Dam at Spokosini, where they were testing their working equipment, including boats, in readiness to respond to drownings.
The summer season usually sees a number of drownings over the years, whereby the scuba diver section from the Royal Eswatini Police Service usually come to the rescue. The scuba divers saw the need to once again test their equipment and, of course, in readiness to respond to the drownings around the country. The scuba divers from the Royal Eswatini Police Service, which is Sifiso Makakula and Mcebondlela, both reiterate that they are ready to respond during the summer season that we are in.
The exercise zitocheka nje imishini yethu sisebenza ngayo mathulusi ekusebenza especially njengoba sathi nasekhana ngena hlobo emakhuba siyatsinzisa siwaqhobise bo oil nani lapha nje besitocheka lesikepe besitocheka sikepe le boat yethu le ngilele enkulu esinayo la emaphoyiseni ikhona lincane lengekho nayo sitawubuya lilanga nesitoyitest.
Siyathanza nekubamema bothishela Nhloko etikolweni imimango lenetinkinga tekukhanze ukuthi bantfana babo abafuni kuva ngetindzaba tekuyodlala emfuleni noma ngetindzaba nje tekungahloniphi kahle imifula nayigcwele. Sikhona semaphoyisa tandla tethu tivulekile emsakade. Singaya siyobafundzisa sibatshele nebungoti lebangabutfola emandini.
Comparing last summer season and, of course, the current summer season, they've seen a slight decrease in the number of drownings, which means, of course, that people do now hear that there is danger in playing with water. Reporting, I am Kian Msi with Vomingo Sinzinisa, El Potlo.
Let's take a look at the financial indicators.
Back to routine, back to homework, uniforms and school lunches. So, we've got specials to get you back to school with a smile. Like Yum Yum Peanut Butter for only $24.99 and Spa Good Living A4 College Exercise Book for just $4.99. Plus, we're giving away extra smiles with a cash bursary worth 10,000 emalangeni. Only at Spa.
Today, you have a choice. How will you become future ready? Are you equipped to lead? How will you transform your career? Regent Business School empowers you with the leadership and entrepreneurial skills to disrupt, Rethink, innovate, and be the future. Visit regent.ac.za to register today.
The association is expected to select under 15 and 18 boys and girls team who are expected to represent the country in this year's Region 5 tournament in Zimbabwe.
Eswatini Darts Association is already hitting the ground running in preparations of the new calendar of activities. The main priority is the selection of the under 15 and under 18 for both boys and girls who are expected to represent the country in this year's regional tournament in Zimbabwe. The association's public relations officer, Flex Ngumaro, says the upcoming league that begins on the 28th of January this year will assist in the selection of the team after some of the players have been quite inactive. Other programs expected to take course during the year include the recruitment of more ladies in the sports, especially from schools, and the inter-regional competitions. For Eswatini TV Sports, Fabrice Msonera, Mpabane.
And that is how we reach the end of tonight's bulletin. But before we leave you, here is a reminder of tonight's headlines. Thousands of regiments came out in large numbers and with at Fabando Royal Field. The Minister of Education and Training, together with the Minister of Labour, has received Vocational Skills Certification Enhancement Project equipment donated by the government of the Republic of China on Taiwan. And broadcasters have the duty to educate and broadcast relevant material to the nation at all times. Well, that's all the news we had for you tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a good night.